More IPOs, more liquid markets, deep and liquid, and focus on how the SEC can facilitate innovations coming to market and raising capital. And we've got to get stablecoin legislation done, and we've got to get good rules and regulations out of both agencies. If we get that, we'll have achieved some very good policy, I hope, for the rest of the 21st century.
I think there's a genuine thirst. And again, this was a central banker conference organized by Switzerland and Singapore. There's no real surprise there. They're leading and saying, hey, let's engage private and public conversation to figure out how the rules should work.
In the infrastructure bill, the Biden administration put cryptocurrency taxes in there that clearly don't even understand how the technology works.
And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, instantaneous settlement, and think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all of them empty.
What's up, good glitches? If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. We're going to be checking out the CME group leak here, introducing Sol XRP futures launching February 10th, 2025. So it begins. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades, and buckle up. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. Shout out to the latest sub. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 3.74 trillion, down about 2.8% in the past 24. We got XRP here in that number 3 spot, 318. BTC right around 104,000. ETH right around 32, 33 hundo. Stellar XLM in the number 17 spot, right around 44 cents. Take a look at the altcoin season index, currently right around a 53 in between alt season and BTC season. Still looking for alt season to peak above 98 for it to be a full-blown altcoin season. We got one from XRP drops to pop things off. Ripple at Capitol Hill. Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD. That realness will play a crucial role in the new financial system. Stablecoin legislation incoming. Crypto legislation regulations inbound. So it begins. We got one from DAI, digital asset investor. I think we're going to see an explosion of American markets under the leadership of Paul Atkins at the SEC. The good guys are in control, folks. Lock in, bags packed, locked and loaded.
Paul Atkins tapped to be the crypto czar for the new administration. What does he bring to the table?
So I've known Paul since we were classmates at Vanderbilt Law School back in the early 1980s. Paul's a dear friend. He's a very serious thinker. Paul is at heart a free market, a libertarian. Paul believes we need to use our financial regulatory scheme to further capital formation. He wants to get down to the basics of the SEC's role to further more IPOs, more liquid markets, deep and liquid, and focus on how the SEC can facilitate innovations coming to market and raising capital. So I think we're going to see an explosion of American markets under the leadership of Paul Atkins at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Day two is to deliver on some of Trump's digital asset promises, a strategic reserve, a crypto council, and perhaps a capital gains relief for digital asset transactions. Then thirdly, to get to the actual policy making, we need to get FIT 21, that is Fit for the 21st Century Act, which was a law that passed the lower house, the House of Representatives, but not the Senate. We've got to get that passed. That will work out the differentiation between what is regulated by the CFTC, my former agency, and what is regulated by the SEC. And we've got to get stablecoin legislation done, and we've got to get good rules and regulations out of both agencies. If we get that, we'll have achieved some very good policy, I hope, for the rest of the 21st century, to allow the United States to truly become the digital asset capital of the world.
Crypto markets are headed up. More explosions inbound. Ripple IPO inbound. Buckle up, glitches. We got one from Crypto Eddie. DEX today lack any compliance functionality, and this holds back top banks and hedge funds from getting involved. How is XRP fixing this? The CTO of Omni weighs in. Thanks, Tyler. If you're aware that one of the XRP ledger's newest upgrades solves exactly this, permissionless domains, soon top banks, hedge funds will be able to trade in a regulated, compliant manner on the XRP ledger. This could be the missing piece, and we're already seeing early success.
Look, I actually came to Toronto yesterday from Zurich. I was at a central bankers conference in Zurich, and I was thrilled by the reception, in part because they're inviting Ripple to attend. I was on stage with the CEO of Crypto.com. The CEO of Binance was in attendance. And so I think there's a genuine thirst. And again, this was a central banker conference organized by Switzerland and Singapore. There's no real surprise there. They're leading and saying, hey, let's engage private and public conversation to figure out how the rules should work. And let's make sure we have actors who are trying to live by those rules. My experience truly has been, for Ripple anyway, once we meet with regulators, central bankers, and help them understand, here's how our technology works. Here's how we are using the open source technology of XRP. They get very comfortable because the regulations I think most regulators care the most about are know your customer, KYC, anti-money laundering, AML, terrorist financing. Those are very important foundational regulatory frameworks that don't change in how Ripple goes to market. And I think all crypto companies, probably could do a better job of understanding those are regulatory frameworks that aren't going to go away in any of the G20 markets.
All right. CME just added XRP and SOL futures page to their staging subdomain. Page says that XRP and SOL futures are going to be live on February 10th, pending regulatory review. Looks like they're already preparing for the official announcement. Race for paradise, upwards and onwards. And here we got the page right here introducing SOL. XRP launching February 10th. Expand your crypto trading opportunities. Manage exposure to SOL XRP using financially settled contracts in USD. No crypto wallet required. Contract specifications: SOL futures 500 SOL, micro SOL futures 25 SOL, XRP futures 50,000 XRP, micro XRP futures 2,500 XRP. The best is still yet to come. Crawl walk, then we rock it. XRP is clearly shaking the system. Upholding says thoughts on XRP potentially becoming a reserve asset in the United States. Bags packed, locked and loaded. Institutions are on their way to pump our bags up. Meanwhile, we got Representative Warren Davidson. The digital asset industry is in a desperate need of tax clarity and regulatory clarity. The budget reconciliation package is a great opportunity to start delivering on our promise to the American people. Tax-free on American-made cryptos like XRP.
As the committee reevaluates the tax code, it should also remove provisions that have had a very harmful effect on financial technology. In the infrastructure bill, the Biden administration put cryptocurrency taxes in there that clearly don't even understand how the technology works. The 1050I provision is particularly troubling, where you have to collect all kinds of personally identifiable information, file reports for transactions if you operate a node. It's so dysfunctional that the Biden Treasury Department had to issue a statement saying the plain language of the bill doesn't mean what the plain language of the bill says. And so I hope you guys correct it.
Gary, you still there? Thanks, Gary, for keeping XRP so cheap for all these years and allowing us to stack and accumulate cheap XRP. Transformational wealth is upon us. Meanwhile, Coinbase will delist Tether if required by U.S. law. CEO Brian Armstrong believes that stablecoins will define 2025. Exit Tether, enter RL USD. So it begins.
Hi, it's Christine Lee in Davos, Switzerland at the Swedish Lunch, one of the prestigious events held during the World Economic Forum. And one of the emerging stories coming out of WEF is Coinbase. CEO Brian Armstrong telling WEF participants that if there's a defining story in 2025 for the crypto industry, it would be stablecoins. He further told the Wall Street Journal that Coinbase would delist Tether, the largest stablecoin by market cap, if required by U.S. law. There are a pair of bills sitting in Congress that aim to regulate stablecoins that haven't advanced, but if they did, they would ban foreign issuers such as Tether. Armstrong says that he would further expect any bill that passed would require issuers to hold 100% of their reserves in U.S. treasuries, as well as pass periodic audits. Now, Tether, for its part, they have so far evaded releasing any full financials that are audited. And as for their reserves, they do hold U.S. treasuries managed by New York firm Cantor Fitzgerald, but not 100%.
The USDT crash catalyst is upon us. Exit USDT, enter that realness, RL. USD, the flippening, so it begins. We got Nerdy X90. Larry told everyone what is to come.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
XRP, distributed ledger, technology, the bridge asset, Mr. Interoperability, faster, cheaper, more efficient. Meanwhile, Justin, CEO of the 50 trillion bank BNY Mellon, says digital assets represent a new, interesting, innovative technology, which we think could be important to the financial system over the next 10, 20 years. And I don't think we got that much time the next 1, 2, 3 years. America's oldest and biggest custody bank, trillions upon trillions.
You sounded optimistic about crypto when we talked. Are you more optimistic now based on who the Trump administration is? We may have a crypto czar now. We seem like crypto regulations will be looser. And does BNY want to play a role in the community? You sounded optimistic about crypto when we talked. Are you more optimistic now based on who the Trump administration is? We may have a crypto czar now. We seem like crypto regulations will be looser. And does BNY want to play a role in the community?
Well, we've said this for the past couple of years, and we've been consistent, and we haven't changed our point of view on this, which is digital assets represent a new, interesting, innovative technology, which we think could be important to the financial system over the course of the next 10, 20 years. Exactly the twists and turns along the way, we'll have to see. But we've been investing. We've got the ability to custody crypto assets, digital assets, but also we're looking into the interesting smart contracts, ledger capabilities that the underlying technologies represent. And so we think there's an interesting future here, but AI as well. Remember, it's not just about digital assets. It's about how does technology get applied to make the financial system better, more agile, more capable, and able to grow. And AI is going to be an important part of that story too.
So true. The AI, digital asset buy, second largest custodian on Wall Street. You aren't even close to bullish enough.
Digital assets and a framework, a regulatory framework for that would be very helpful. With crypto, the key issue for banks has been, are they able to custody it? Up till now, they haven't been able to, given the way the accounting rules have been applied. But to the extent to which that changes, I mean, that's then something we'd be interested in custody.
Smoke Dog, Ripple will not miss the window of opportunity to IPO in 2025. Last stage growth companies that have been considering going public won't miss this window of opportunity. Established crypto firms such as Circle, Ripple, Kraken have long been mentioned as potential IPO candidates. As a reference, Coinbase went public April 2021, the height of the last bull market. If any of the trio were to go public, it would drive industry growth in two significant ways. Ripple, IPO, 2025. Don't sleep on Stellar. Stellar Network isn't just another blockchain. It's purpose-built for the global majority, offering instant cross-border payments, microsecond settlements, sub 1% transaction fees, real-world impact. This week, we'll focus on Africa, where 1.4 billion people, led by the world's youngest population, are building a 470 billion creative economy. Better on Stellar. Also, Lumen Loop, Stellar, January 22nd, Stellar Network upgrade, increasing smart contract limits. We got some charts and a few other things to close out. Mikey Bull. XRP might rip through the $8 before the cycle top, given the current bullish fundamentals. This is the period you manage your risk, by the way, as it is on resistance. Crypto Bull 2020. Next price levels for XRP short term are between 540, 620. Another one from Crypto Bull 2020, analyzing the key levels for XRP before and after takeoff. We can assume it'll reach the 0.618 level again with a price of around $16 XRP. I hope you've been loading up on those cheap utility coins. Grad Crypto XRP Elliott Wave possible targets 27, 48. And we got Uphold. It's official with Crypto Task Force is in the works. Excited or skeptical? Share your take. So it begins. Pro Crypto Administration is here. Institutions are on their way to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up as we draw to the midway point of the BTC halving cycle. The second half of the BTC halving cycle, upward, onward. As you see here in the 2016 halving cycle, the second half, upwards. In the previous 2020 halving cycle, the second half, upwards. And here we are, the April 2024 halving, 2025, the second half. So it begins. The longer they take, the higher we climb on that XRP risk list. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later glitches. So it begins. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. And don't forget to drop a likey and drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. Catch you in the next one. See you at the tippy top. Later glitches.
Later glitches.
We are not done, just having some fun. Just getting started, the flip of the switch and you thought you could short it. Burning the escrow, now there's been a shortage. So many digits, now you can't afford it. We up in the sky, price jumping like Jordan. Can't have enough bags, all we did was hoard it. We saw, you probably sell a few organs. So many accounts, threw away all my ledgers. We hold the keys, we hold the treasures. Get off them exchanges in BYOB. Surf on the waves, don't get caught in the weeds. And we finally blow, we financially free. We throwing a party, we waking the sheep. We all go and ghost to the islands we fleet. We cannot die, we all